Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakakwadah. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone. Shalom to YAHAWAH and His, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 2. Feed the flock of Yahawah which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. And today's lesson is going to be on this precept package that IUIC appears to be selling on their website. All right. Regardless of the price, they should not be selling. And so we're going to go back to 1 Peter 5 and 2 and actually break it down. It says, feed the flock of Yahawah, which feeding the flock in this context means feeding them the word. All right, this word is, the bread and the meat, if you will, that we let me actually get that the meat and the milk, slakia. Let me get that first. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 2, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. All right. Also, let me get this. I forgot the wording because it's been so long since I used it. Alright, whatever, it's fine. Slakia. But basically, you get the point. This word is considered the milk. All right. So when we feed the flock, we're giving, someone who might not know the truth, sincere milk. We're giving them milk. All right. Or feeding them milk in terms of like this is what you need to fill you up. Just as the word is also called water, all right, water of life. Anyway, the continuing on, the next part of 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 2, it says not by constraint, which constraint basically means, as we're going to the dictionary definition, slakia, a limitation or restriction, stiffness of matter, or inhibition in relation between people. So like trying to force someone, say, oh, you have to listen to this, you have to sit down and take this. When that's not how you're supposed to be doing this. Okay, if someone wants to learn this, then they have to want it on their own, and the Lord puts the will on said people to actually get to be led to it and to actually get it. All right. And also finally, it says not for filthy lucre, as in either the teacher is getting paid for learning, or the teacher is paying someone to learn. Okay, so we're not supposed to be there should be no money in the transaction of feeding the flock. All right, so everyone is whoever wants to learn this is just going to learn it on their own. That's why a lot of times, okay, I'll just speak for myself, but a lot of times if someone does not want to learn, if someone doesn't get something, I just do not care. I don't bother, trying to, now I don't care. Now I don't, try, going into break stuff down as much to individuals anymore. All right. So yeah, this is basically a part of how we should be handling the truth. Okay, there should never be any financial transactions when it comes to preaching and teaching this truth. Now, garments, that might be an one that might be another thing. Okay, you can ask someone, hey, I'm paying for such and such, so that's a whole different thing. But when it comes to this word, you can't be charging people for scriptural breakdowns. All right, and IUIC appears to be doing this. All right, which this is just straight going off. All right, it is a very funny thing because still I think IUIC is one of the biggest camps around, and yet you still have so many people, which that just goes to show. Well, obviously some of them may truly be sincere, but they just haven't like gotten out, found the true way. They might just be in the first steps, if you will, or they might be in the deeper in the learning, and it's just that like maybe the Lord's going to take them out or translate them somewhere else eventually. All right, but the main thing over here is how IUIC is just straight going off. And the thing about this is, let me get this, Acts chapter 17 verse 11, these were more noble than those in Thessalonica, in that they received the word with all readiness of mind and searched the scriptures daily whether those things were so. Okay, so Israel, us being in this truth, we should be searching to see, is this right? Is this okay? All right, are these people going off when they are freaking charging people for precept packets, charging people for understanding? All right, we should all know. If you've been in this truth long enough, you should know, Slakia, stuff like this. All right, now obviously, there is room for tithing. Of course, there's room for tithing, but not for this. All right, there's nothing wrong with tithing. Okay, if they, and I'm not saying if their members are actively giving IUIC, the heads of IUIC money, that's all right. That I don't have any issue with that, but it becomes an issue when they are making merchandise of the truth. All right, just as they are making merchandise out of our people. All right, let me get that. 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 3, and through covetousness shall they with vain words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not. So constantly, as I said before, our people are constantly being made merchandise out of, as if you remember in before, or I'm assuming, Slakia, if you were in the Christian church, all right, we were also being made merchandise. Okay, where they were always trying to get us to take our money and stuff like that. All right, where the Christian church, what's his name? Cleflo Dollar. All right, I think that dude had like 2 or 3. Let me actually just Google it, because I heard about that, and I heard that was like very like unnecessary. Cleflo Dollar has 2 private jets. No. Oh, he has. Okay, so Slovakia, he only has 1 private jet. Okay, but yet still, a singular private jet is still 1 private jet too many. All right. I think he had a fundraiser. He had a fundraiser where he literally told his congregation, I want to go buy a private jet, or I want to go buy a thing, not because I need it, but because I want it. Like, he was basically talking about that whole prosperity doctrine, and like his congregation just ate it up, because they were thinking, or he's talking as if they're going to be rich as well for him. They're going to be rich by letting him waste money on getting something that is completely unnecessary. So then they are going to do the exact same thing. And apparently this culture is, it just never escapes us. All right, where you're always going to have, well, I'm not going to say that IUIC is openly doing something as dumb as that. All right, but I would only hope that they're not doing something similar, because I don't know. I'm not going to accuse them of anything. All right, but still, just the fact that just the fact that they're doing this, these precept packets, selling these precept packets, this is already going against the word, going against what YAHAWAH had ordered us to do. All right, and this is even though it might not be something as dumb as buying a private jet, all right, it's still something that we're not supposed to be doing. All right, and once again, it goes back into making merchandise out of our people. All right, our people are sheep, and they think that, oh yeah, we have to buy books from people, we have to buy music, or we have to buy. Well, honestly, you're allowed to sell music, you're allowed to sell whatever you want, but you can't be selling the truth. That's the only thing that we're not allowed to sell. All right, but our people think that using, and I'll be honest, you know, I also thought that was a part of it as well, where I thought that I needed to give money, I need to put in money financially, and that was going to be a contributing factor to my salvation. When in actuality, no, that's not how things work. All right, us giving money, that's not what's going to deliver us. All right, the thing that's going to deliver us is, you know, the time that we, in, not necessarily the time, but just our faith and the time, our works. All right, not our works, Slakia. I keep on saying that, but let me just get it instead of trying to explain it. James chapter 2 verse 18. Yea, a man may say, thou hast faith and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. All right, so we are going to be saved as a gift, by the way, number one. All right, but we also show our faith in the fact that we will be delivered through our works. All right, so it's a amalgamation of all three. Number one, the gift of Yahweh just sparing us, choosing us. All right, it should be chosen. Number two, our faith, and number three, our works. All right, but it's not anything in particular. We show our faith by our works, and you know that's kind of like a signifier. All right, that's a better way to describe it. The signifier as to more of this is a sincere brother, and with a possibility of being delivered. All right, Slakia. But yeah, let me also get this. Proverbs chapter 23 verse 23. Buy the truth and sell it not, also wisdom and instruction and understanding. And when it says buy the truth, it does not talk about literal finances, but like investment. All right, that's basically investment in terms of like you go out of your way to, you know, like say for you go out of your way to try to learn it. All right, because you know there are certain instances where you might it might not be the most financially sustaining thing for you to, you know, take time out of your day to study or go fellowship with the brothers and whatnot, but it's very important for that you invest time into YAHAWAH, right? Because yes, maybe some your time would be better spent, you know, working or doing whatever else or whatever other projects you may have, but ultimately, you know, most of your true spiritual wealth will be rewarded in the time that you invested, which is, you know, when you're buying. Because, you know, even with the literal word invest, you're investing money, you're putting in money to like a company. All right, so you're putting in time, you're putting in, you know, putting in time in this truth, all right, for it to be worth your while, you know, at the end, like during Jacob's trouble, during deliverance, during the kingdom of heaven, all that stuff. All right, so yeah, that's basically it. You know, me personally, like this it doesn't really resonate with me that much, but it resonates with me knowing that, you know, when I was younger, even though I didn't have money, I always thought, even when I was younger and I was going to church, even though I didn't have money, I thought, oh yeah, if I just gave my last dollar to the church, the Lord would provide me with more and stuff like that. And you know, finances is one of the main things that Jake does not have. All right, so because of that, we always say, oh yeah, we actually let me get that right quick. Barely, this woman gave more. Bear with me, I want to get this because it's a good precept. Mark chapter 12 verse 40, verse 41. And Yahawashi sat over against the treasury and beheld how the people cast money into the treasury, and many that were rich cast in much. And there came a certain poor widow, and she threw in 2 mites, which make a farthing. And he called unto him his disciple, and said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that this poor widow hath cast more in than all they which have cast into the treasury. For all they did cast in of their abundance, but she of her want did cast in all that she had, even all her living. All right, so this was the mindset that our people have, where if we just give all the little money that we have, all right, then the Lord will bless us. But you know, not always are we going to be blessed, especially when we are giving money to terrible sources, like, you know, like these Christian churches and whatnot. Okay, giving money to them is like financing, I don't know, a Diddy party or something like that, I guess, especially with what's his name, Bishop T.D. Jakes, and his ties to P. Diddy. All right, so that's the equivalent of what you are giving your money to, and you cannot be expecting anything good to come from that. But ultimately, you know, it's because of that faith, that faith that Israel has, all right, that we do what we do, and pray and hope and pray that the Lord does, provide for us when we need it. All right. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. You know, actually this does resonate with me, because I do know that that struggle all too well, but just as most Israelites do. But with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises. And Slakia, one last thing. This video will be obviously in the description if you want to go check it out yourself. But with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Abad Babal, and Shalom.